So, really quickly before we get into the video, I just want to say how happy I am that we finally got a new loading screen. I've been waiting months for this thing to come out. Not that it's like this one's any like super crazy, but just we've had the same one minus collabs for the entirety of the global launch. I don't even know how long JP has had this specific one, but I feel like we should have got it earlier now, but thank God we got this. Okay, anyways, we'll get into the video now. Okay, so we're finally in game. The maintenance is finally over, and I want to take a look at this new Fort Sulgris thing. So not only am I super happy that this is here, which by the way, it's actually kind of cool because they've reset the rewards for the week already, and I've already done them and got them because of yesterday. Actually, I think I did mine on Sunday. So I guess we get a whole nother rotation of free rewards, which is really nice, but you can also go and look at the other knighthood bosses, even though they're the off-season ones. I don't think you really need to do them, but I think this gives you a chance to kind of like go in and test out strategies and stuff like that for them, even though they're not the active bosses, which is kind of nice. But yeah, let's go over to Fort Sulgris. And you can see that they changed this to the special dungeon, and we can just go in, and Sarah's Spire is pretty much where the, you know, traditional sort of thing used to be. Like, this was the one where you would get your SSR pendants and everything like that. So we actually already have a time clock available, a broken clock, or maybe it's time limited dungeon key or whatever it's called. They sent one in the mail. And I'm not sure if they do that every single maintenance or what the deal is. I think that's what Seaton was saying when I was watching his video on it. But yeah, you can farm anvils in this, which is really nice. So we're going to unlock this. It only lasts for 1 hour. So you kind of just want to hop in as soon as possible and kind of get your farming team like good to go. So I need to put Meliodas' gear on. But I'm assuming you just want to sort of, I guess, put auto farm on and just let it do its thing. I don't know, does this take stamina? It does take stamina. Okay, so let me do one run of it really quick and we'll see how that goes and the whole sort of like repeating thing, because I mean, I guess you'd still want stamina pots. You only do it once a week, so I mean, I guess it's really not that bad. But okay, the enemies are pretty low level, so we should be able to do something like this and kill them. This should kill, actually. Yeah, okay. So they're not hard at all, so you should be able to get a decent amount of runs in on this. I'm not, although I really like Green Gother on my farming team, I don't know if he's really the best unit because of this whole like active unit thing, or he like activates his passive every single time you enter the battle, and it can take a minute for it to like actually like get up and going. So I think to really maximize your farming team, you would probably want to have units that are strong and AoE, but they don't activate any sort of passives or anything at the very beginning of the match. So that way you can kind of just get in and just start immediately. So we got 4 anvils off of that, set bonus reward. Okay, so we actually are only going to get 3 anvils out of that if we've already gotten the 10 anvils for our thing already. Like the 10 anvils for the Gother set bonus. So I guess we're just going to set this up as an auto farm and let it do its thing, and then I will come back after the hour is over and we will kind of take inventory. I should have looked at how many anvils I had beforehand. I don't think I really had any though, but you know, we'll check it out and see how it goes. So I will be back in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at something really quick. We've done 14 runs so far. I don't know exactly how long we've been playing. Okay, I'm stupid. You definitely want to make sure that you go through the different stages first. I thought it was just going to be one stage, so I'm really dumb in that regard. Yeah, okay, so there's more than one kind of stage. That is unfortunate for me, but at least I'm doing it so that way you guys hopefully don't mess up on that. But, well, I don't even know if I need to do this because I don't know if there's an extra stage or not. God, I cannot believe I did not even check to see if that was the case. I would have seen it like next week and have been just absolutely mad at myself if I just completely glossed over that. But luckily I looked up or pulled up Seaton's video because I'm kind of going through my daily YouTube videos while I farm, and yeah, not ideal. I definitely could have been getting a little bit more out of my runs there. Obviously it gets a little bit harder here. Even on just the second stage, it's a lot more difficult. They do absolutely like no damage, so it's really just depending on, I guess, how much damage you do with your characters that's gonna like determine your run speed. But yeah, very interesting. Use the Hauser card. No. All right, I guess I'm gonna stay with you guys for a second just to make sure that you know, there's not another stage after this one, which there might be. I don't know. Okay, you get free anvils for like completing the stage for the first time, which is really nice, and you have that bar up there, which is always really nice because it just fills up over time and gives you a free 10 anvils when it gets full, so that's always extra, you know, nice. New stage, so I'm so stupid. All right, so this one I hope is the last one. I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna check it just in case. Let's see here. I really want to try to like mess with my farming team a lot and try to see if I can find a faster variant, or just like maximize my setup. I really want to super awaken Hauser, even though I don't use him for PvP and stuff. Like, because I'm a big PvE player in general, I don't think it would be a bad investment for me. Maybe not the greatest for you guys if you're more into PvP and stuff like that, but yeah, I think it might be worth it for me to try to maximize like farming speeds and etc. So I kind of want to like super awaken him. Obviously I'm not going to do it right now because there's 2 huge units coming, if you didn't know. So yeah, I'm going to save my super awakening coins for that at the moment, but afterwards I may end up looking into trying to get Hauser up a little bit, because I want to try to maximize this as much as I can, so that way I can get the most out of it each week. Because anvils in general, I feel like are a really annoying resource to get and try to like go for, in my opinion, because you know, you don't get them, like, I mean, they give them out pretty often, especially with like the festivals and stuff like that going on. You get quite a few of them per, you know, event that they do. But the RNG on anvils is just awful for me most of the time, so I end up needing a ton of them to really get anywhere with my gear, which is super annoying. So I really want to try to maximize my efficiency on this as much as possible, so that way I can, you know, even if I am blowing through a lot of anvils on my gear, hopefully I can rack up more of them each week. So, which is kind of weird that this is just like a once a week thing. I guess it's understandable because you know, anvils are such a hot commodity and they don't want people, I guess, having fun by making really good gear all the time. But I don't know, I get it from like a progression standpoint. You don't want people to just be able to make gear like crazy, this and that. I don't know, I guess they want people to farm. So okay, so we got 7 anvils off of that roll right there, which was actually really nice. So this is definitely the stage that you want to run. Obviously it takes quite a bit longer. I don't know, maybe there is sort of like an efficiency guide there that we could like try to look into on seeing whether or not it would be worth running just like the first stage over the previous stage or not. So there is a 4th stage as well. So yeah, go ahead and use a stamina potion. This one costs 40 stamina a piece, so you definitely want to make sure you have stamina potions ready for this, because 40 stamina is like 2 runs even with max stamina, and then on the 3rd run it'll have to use a stamina pot. So, but luckily these enemies really do like almost 0 damage. Like, I mean, you've seen in the last one, like they were patiencing lost veins, so that's kind of nice. I also kind of want to try to put Death Pierce on the back slot for this team to try to help with the crit damage, because obviously Hauser's crit card will do more damage with that. And then Lost Vein should be able to, like, he crits pretty often as it is, so he should be able to get some more damage out of that. And I want to find a replacement for Gother. Gother might be okay in these later stages, because like it'll take a couple more turns and he'll be able to build up his passive, but it just seems like there might be a better unit to use. Oh, come on. I'm not going to waste a whole nother turn for that much HP. Watching the auto farm is so frustrating sometimes. Like, you definitely want to just like minimize your tab or set your phone down and do something else while you auto farm, because it is frustrating watching the AI like maneuver these fights. Okay, so we got the boss, Shadow Walkers. This is really interesting though. Like, I really like that this is like a thing in the game now, because I mean, obviously this is a huge change, and I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of use out of this. Whew, gosh. These guys are tanky. That much damage? I mean, they do have like, you can see they have like some buffs on. Some armor buffs. I guess those are defense buffs. Okay, and they're actually starting to deal damage now, so I guess ideally you would want to have ults and stuff in hand on this second phase, but I guess, I mean, if you're going to be auto farming this as it is, you're probably, it's up to the AI really. I guess, I mean, obviously you could you rely on like trying to run this, you know, perfectly, and you could do it a lot better by doing it, but you'd have to do it for a whole hour without auto farm, and you'd have to just sit here and constantly, you know, do the cards, which is, I mean, if you have the time for it, it would be much more efficient that way, but I don't know how many people are going to want to do that. Okay, that's really good. I don't think we're going to kill both of these here. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, wait for the boss, which is good. Okay. Hauser's dead. Unless this guy just doesn't have an attack. Okay, sweet. Okay, it's going to rank up and use Gother's card, which is interesting. I mean, I like that it waits for a level 2 rank up, but I don't know. Efficiency's sake, you could probably use the level 1 rank up efficiently too. Okay. I'm really hoping that that was the last stage. But it would be kind of weird for them to have 4 stages and not 5, I think. But I guess you would want to just kind of like figure out which one. New stage. Oh no. Okay, Broken Clock Tower 55. You get 50 anvils for doing this one. And okay, so let me put Death Pierce in the back on this one just to make sure. Where is he? Oh no, where is he? I'm losing time. We'll just throw. We'll leave him on then. This is really inefficient, but I'm okay. Like it's whatever. As long as you guys get the picture and you guys get this sort of information, it'll be worth it. So I wonder if it would be more worth it to put some food on for this. So we're gonna throw some food on just because this is the CC on this one's quite high. If I really wanted to, I could probably switch out what's his name? Hauser's set for one of my other like maxed out UR sets. But let's just let's see how this goes. I may end up taking auto farm off on this one as well because it's just not gonna work out very well. I can tell. Yeah, let's take auto farm off for this one. Oh, he attack sealed me. That's very annoying. Okay. Okay. No, this one's gonna be really dumb. Attack sealed again. Okay, luckily that wasn't too big of a deal. Plus, the attack seal should be over with next turn, so we should be able to lifesteal a lot of our health back up on Lost Vein. Plus, we have decent cards in hand, so... I hate these guys. These silver demons are so annoying, especially in like Tower of Trials and stuff like that, so... let us throw this, and then I think we're just going to go all out on the silver demon here. Bam. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, they have the defense sort of buff on. Maybe you would want to wait until the defense buff is sort of like expired before using the crazy cards, but maybe not. Okay, we've got Lost Vein's ult. Don't know how this is going to go. Attack disable, which is very annoying. Let's just throw out these cards and get his ult. Pretty good damage there. Okay, this has turned into a very interesting video. I thought it was just going to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to farm for an hour and I'll see you guys then. But, I mean, I'm definitely going to set up the auto farm once I'm done finishing these stages. But, yeah, this is very interesting. Does that do anything to me? I'm assuming that might take off ult gauge. I can't remember if it's the same silver demon as some of the previous stages that he's been on. Not quite sure though. Let's definitely get rid of that guy so that way we don't have to worry about any attacks. Boom. Nice. We might have been able to cleave down the whole team here. Probably not. Not with Hauser. Yeah, go for the green one. Okay, cool. So this is going to be a free 50 anvils, which is really nice. Okay, and then we're in a good spot to finish this up. Really, really, really hope that this is the last stage for this one so I can get back to just farming. I might end up farming the second stage, I think. Or maybe even the third stage. But, I mean, obviously, your efficiency is going to kind of waver a bit because you need to find a good medium. Like, although you get better anvils for the run itself, like there's 9 and 9 anvils, which would be fine if I was sitting here doing this stage over and over again without auto farm on. But I think with auto farm, you would want to kind of set it lower so that way they could get done with it a lot faster. So we got 30 minutes of this left. I think I'm going to go for the second stage for now. I think we're going to get rid of this food so that way I don't waste a whole bunch of it. And then we'll just set back to the auto farm, and I'll come back for the last little section and we'll see how we did. And yeah, should be kind of cool. Okay, so I left the whole house and I am back several hours later. Let's see how we did. Feels like it's been forever. Okay, I was hoping it would give me like a breakdown of how many I got. That's unfortunate that it didn't, but let me check the old inventory. Okay, so we have 4.5 stacks of anvils. I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, it's not like you could get that much from just some random game mode anyway before this update. So, I mean, I'll always take it. It's basically just free anvils anyway. So, definitely worth doing for sure. It kind of sucks that some of the later levels are as hard as they are. But then again, I'm sure with the way some of the PvE content is now, I'm sure eventually there will be power crept units that will be able to do that easily in like a year. So I don't know, kind of cool. Obviously, if you want to auto farm it, you can do it on a lot of the lower levels, but if you want to be more active with it and get a lot better rewards, you can obviously just do it yourself on some of the higher difficulties and stuff like that and get better rewards that way. Maybe it'll even out, I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody will end up doing some sort of comparison and figuring which one is better. So that is pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video.